Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car.
Welcome back to Advocacy, Alchemy with Professor Ross. Today we have a good one, guys. What starts as a stolen car recovery in the quiet Starbucks parking lot in Waukegan, Illinois, escalates into something officers never expected. Within just 5 minutes, April Reins turned a routine arrest into a scene straight out of a movie. And she didn't stop there. After she ran over a police officer, apparently she got into some more ruckus at the police station. But we're just dealing with the stop here today. We'll talk about how she racked up multiple felonies and chaos that left seasoned cops stunned. With that, let's jump in.
Coming to talk to the officer there. Again, white cars in the parking lot. There's only 8 cars in the parking lot saying Starbucks.
22 or 28. 10-4. Hey, you don't see anybody in it, do you? Is there? Alright.
Asleep. Get out the car. 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 Get out the car.
Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up.
Get out the car.
Out. Come out right now. We're gonna pull you out. Get out of the car. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Come out. Come out right now. We're gonna pull you out. Get out of the car.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
Get.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
Whoa! Stop the car! Get him! Get him!
Out of the way.
What? Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Hey, I didn't.
Get on the ground.
I didn't do anything, ow! Sir, I didn't do anything. I didn't even fight with you. What am I getting in trouble for? Can I please stay?
No, you can stand in a second.
Ow, whoa.
Come here. Stop resisting. Hey, can I get one more over here?
Can you please just stop?
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm trying to just...
Put your hands behind your back. Kramer.
All right. Can you just let go for a second so I can... Ow!
Stand still, my man.
You got 210 that it?
Just push it out. Milo, watch that guy. Watch that guy. Watch that guy. Get out the car, bro. Kramer, keep your pedal on it.
Hey, put your gun away. Put your gun away. Do not shoot it. Just let her go. We're not gonna jump on her.
Break the window.
Get on your face. You're under arrest. Do not move. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
What does she have? Oh, nothing.
Two in custody.
Turn inside.
Yes.
No, you're gonna wait.
You got ID on you? Yeah. Yeah, where is it?
Got it?
You okay? So, going rescue? Yeah. Dude, when I start rescue for
You understand?
Okay, what did you think about that? All right, we have just a couple of laws that we'll look into that she pled guilty to first. We'll talk about a couple of others, and we'll give you the list of all the laws and charges that she had brought against her. First, aggravated battery to a peace officer. We're in Illinois, so this is found at 720 ILCS, that's the Illinois Codified Statutes 5/12-3.05, section D4. This is a class 2 felony. As defined as knowingly causing bodily harm to a police officer engaged in their official duties. Now here, it's when the door was open and the officer was on the passenger side and she backed up the car and it basically ran him over. Apparently he cracked and fractured some ribs. In this charge alone, it carried the 7-year prison sentence that she ended up pleading guilty to. The penalty range is between 3 and 7 years in the Department of Correction. Our next charge, aggravated DUI with no valid driver's license. This is found at 625 ILCS 5/11-501, section A. Now this is a 4th degree felony or class 4 felony. The definition is it's operating a vehicle under the influence while unlicensed. All right, here April was driving under the influence. They found some drugs in the car too. That was dismissed. We don't see it here on the video, but as you see, that car was fairly trashed and how they were basically living in the car that they stole or took without permission. She was sentenced to 3 years in the Department of Correction to be served concurrently with that 7-year sentence. So it's just one 7-year term she has to serve. Let's look at some of the restitution that was ordered, because look, she hit several cars there. She ran over and tore the parking lot a little bit, all that stuff. All right, the total was $8,954.84. All right, we had 2 different charges from the city there. Here, I'll pop up on the screen what that little portion is. The whole summary of her file, it's included, it's at the top comment, it's pinned at the top. All right, with restitution, it has a purpose. It's simply just to cover the damages for the city property, potentially the officer's medical costs, and the disruption caused by her actions. Now, she's probably going to get hit with some more restitution too, because she hit some private citizen cars there too. And I don't think that's included in these 2 costs there. All right, so there's been no payments made as of her most recent court update. And she's in prison now, so she's not going to make any payments toward that stuff right now, probably. Understand that once a person comes out of prison, their financial debts are still going to continue. And that's going to act as a reminder that criminal acts often carry these long-term consequences beyond the incarceration, okay? Now, let's talk about a couple other charges that were dismissed, but they did come on originally as charges that she was facing. You have criminal damage to government property. This is found at 720 ILCS 5/21-1.01. This is a class 3 felony. And here it's because April damaged the police cars by running into them, and also apparently she damaged the police building during an escape attempt after she had been arrested. All right, this was dismissed, but it does show that, hey, when a person is originally charged, the prosecutor is going to try to bring every charge against them in order to try to gain the conviction. All right, one more. We have aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, the deadly weapon being the car. All right, this is found at 720 ILCS 5/12-3.05, section F1. This is also a class 3 felony, and you have that vehicle door again. It's treated as a weapon, and not only the vehicle door, but also the full vehicle itself. When she's revving and running that thing around and officers are running out of the way, that is a weapon that can be used to strike any person that's out there. But this was likely just merged into the main battery charge. All right, so all the ones that were dismissed. Look, we have aggravated battery causing great bodily harm. We have receiving, possessing, and selling a stolen vehicle, possession of methamphetamine and a controlled substance ×3. We have aggravated assault on police officer ×6. Criminal damage to property, non-government, that was also dismissed in all pros. We have DUI. We have reckless driving. We have driving without a license. All right, so with that, let's move into our evidentiary standards. Let's walk through the 6 levels of evidence that shape every criminal case. These standards determine how law enforcement moves forward and how far they can go. It also is used by the prosecutor and the court to determine who will win a case. Let's start at the lowest level and we'll work our way up. First, we have mere suspicion. This is nothing more than a hunch. It's just a guess that something might be wrong or something might be off. There's no concrete proof yet, so it doesn't give the government or the police the ability to do anything but simply watch. Here, officers seeing a parked car at Starbucks. There's nothing illegal about that. At this point, they can't act. It's just a vehicle. Now we move up to reasonable suspicion. Now this is the lowest legal threshold. It's when specific and articulable facts suggest someone may be involved in a crime. Now once that license plate came back to a stolen vehicle, officers have reasonable suspicion. They can now investigate, ask questions, give commands, and detain the person temporarily. All right. Now, initially, this call just happened because there's somebody sleeping in the parking lot of a Starbucks. We all know Starbucks gets busy. All right. So it's 10 o'clock. Starbucks has probably been busy or about to get busy, and they want all their spaces available. Moving up one more level, we have probable cause. Now, this means there's enough evidence to believe that a crime has been committed, and this is when the police can arrest people, or they can go and seek out a warrant to go search for different items, or under certain circumstances, perform a warrantless search. Here, April refusing to exit the vehicle, then driving off, in addition to striking an officer, arrest is more than justified. All right, it's completely lawful here. Moving up another level, we have preponderance of the evidence. Now, this is the standard that's used once you get to civil court and people are suing each other for money. All right, it takes about 51% of the evidence to win these cases. It means, this standard simply means it's more likely than not that your claim is true. Now, if a civil jury saw this body cam, they heard about the broken ribs of the officer and the escape attempt, they'd likely say April caused the injury to the officer. That opens the door to a lawsuit and restitution. Restitution simply means to pay back, to make a person whole. All right, moving up another level, we have clear and convincing evidence. Now, this is a higher bar to meet. It requires the evidence be highly and substantially more likely to be true than not. This means it's going to take about 75% of the evidence in your favor to win this type of case. Now, this standard is also used in criminal context when the prosecution wishes to request enhancements on a person's sentence, or when people bring certain defenses. You have to put forth this much evidence in order for that defense to succeed. Here, April's behavior, the resisting arrest, the fleeing, damaging property, causing injuries, this all meets the standard when deciding things like pretrial detention, or once again, going back to those sentencing enhancements. So you also would use this potentially at a bond hearing to decide whether a person is going to get a bond or bail, as some people know it as. Moving up one more level, we have beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, this is the gold standard. This is the highest standard in the U.S. justice system. It's used in every criminal case. What's required is that the state meet this standard for every element of every charge. What does this mean? This means simply that there's no other reasonable conclusion. There's no other logical conclusion a fact finder can come to besides that the defendant committed the crime. Here, you have multiple officers that were injured. You have video recorded evidence of a car wrecking into the vehicles around it. You find out later on it's a stolen car. You find drugs in the car. The woman has no license. All that culminating together is why April pled guilty. The state basically had her beyond a reasonable doubt on many of these charges. What do we have here? About 12 charges against her? It's a bunch. 10. All right, so with that, let's move into the jury perspective. Now, put yourself into this jury box. You've seen the footage, you've read the reports, you've heard the testimony from the officers. Let me ask you a couple questions. First, do you believe April acted out of panic when she tried to drive off, or was that willful defiance? How about having more evidence and knowledge about her trying to break out of jail also? That she climbed up in the ceiling, they had to get her out, and somebody else got injured again trying to get her that second time. Let's go back to the Starbucks. Do you think she tried to hurt the officer with the door, or was she just trying to get away? Was the way that she drove the car, did it show reckless behavior? And did it then make those injuries inevitable? Finally, let's ask a sort of overarching question about this case. Now, if somebody did this much damage in just 5 minutes, this video was 5 minutes long, would you trust them back in society without any accountability? All right, trust your gut. Guilty, not guilty. Tell me below in the comments. What happened in Waukegan wasn't just a chaotic arrest. It was a legal and a financial disaster. April Reins pled guilty to 2 felonies, aggravated battery to a peace officer and aggravated DUI while unlicensed. She's currently serving 7 years in prison. She's been ordered to pay nearly $9,000 in restitution to the city. You add in over $2,000 in fines and court costs. What you see starts to look like some true accountability, right? The courts didn't just send her to prison, they handed her a bill also. Now, she's still open to liability about those 2 cars that belonged to someone who worked on the inside, who was quite upset that their car was being hit. So tell me, was this justice? Do you think it was excessive? Or was it exactly what this behavior called for? Tell me in the comments below, and I want to hear what your verdict is. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, this is Advocacy Alchemy, and I am Professor Ross. Enjoy your Saturday. Be safe. Have a great day.
Please subscribe to Advocacy Alchemy for more lectures from Professor Ross.